damn it, dude!
Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
Shane.
We are back with Penguin, Season 1, Episode 3. Do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, Zach, we had that kind of mutual understanding / team up at the end. The Falcone family doesn't want to include Sophia, even though she's kind of proved useful.
Yeah.
She was correct about the mole. Unfortunately, she doesn't know that it's our guy.
Yeah.
And he has been in quite a predicament.
He has. He's been flopping on both sides, trying to kind of steer things in, to his benefit.
Yeah.
He tried to ring the Maronis into it, and he dropped, case in point, the ring.
Yeah.
He gave Salvatore's ring back to him, and he's been wearing that around, and he expected him to take the fall, and in exchange, he'd help him get one of the Falcone's drops. They did get the drop, but one of their men was captured.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't captured. He was actually taken to a hospital.
Yeah, and then...
one of the cops, the dirty cop.
The dirty cop, the eye drop cop.
Yeah, the eye drop cop.
Yeah,
the drop head cop.
Yeah.
So, the drop head cop...
You brought him to the funeral, or the whatever it's called after.
The viewing.
The viewing, yeah.
No. Is it a viewing? Why is the viewing after the funeral?
No, there wasn't a viewing. It was the little...
It was a funeral, and then it was kind of a...
Whatever it's called, the life celebration after.
After party.
Where people eat, yeah.
Yeah. So the reception, but it's not really a reception. That's at the wedding.
What the hell is it called?
They still have a funeral, a wake?
I thought the wake is before.
So did I.
It's something.
It's weird because it was backwards. So
yeah, but I ate after we had something after my grandma's funeral, too. So, whatever. Anyways.
Well, my grandpa's funeral, we ate. Yeah, we did, because somebody that was invited didn't make it.
I remember.
The comment was made from my dad.
Yeah, I remember.
Think he wouldn't miss a meal.
I remember.
Anyway, but we ate before.
Yeah.
So, regardless, the eye drop cop, drop head cop.
Yeah.
He brought, what was the guy's name? Irpod. Takes him to this, we're just going to call it a wake.
Victor's supposed to plant the jewels, and it's more like, get it done. They didn't have a plan. Victor doesn't want to be here. It's not the same situation that he had growing up. Victor muffs it, and it was in broad daylight. I kind of get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, so he has to kill the guy, like, gruesomely. Stabbing him and twisting it.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. But yeah.
Pretty sick.
And then they fucking blamed reliable, handsome, bald man.
Yeah.
Killed his ass.
Got him killed by Uncle Luca.
Yeah, then Victor had to bury him.
Yep.
And then Penguin was trying to teach him a lesson, trying to make him lay down with him.
A lot of work, Vic.
A lot of work. That's a one-way road. I mean, it was a really good episode. They, and then they had that conversation at the mausoleum. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, and Sophia, because they were going to try to ship Sophia over to Italy because she already was vacation over there. That was actually referenced earlier. With
and I did look it up. Lake Como is from Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
Where, Anakin and Padme were hanging out and stuff like that.
All right. So, Uncle Luca is trying to ship her out of, get him out of his hair.
Yeah.
Get her out of his hair. And she's had enough getting shoved around and getting pushed out by these guys. None of them of which are really, what she knew as family.
Yeah.
And so she turns to our boy Oz.
Which is what he wants.
And, in a manner of speaking, yeah. I mean, he wasn't probably expecting it to come from her.
Yeah.
But he just kept planting those seeds. And
I love how there's different layers because she is smart and capable. But, she just doesn't know that he's the guy. You know what I mean?
No, and she's also... After her guy died, her right-hand man, I mean, she's getting cut off from everybody. So she's running out of options. The only option she had left was him.
Yeah, you're right. I never took it as that could have been a possibility to one reason why they pushed her out. Mm-hmm. Because...
Now, I don't think he may have been thinking that when he got that guy killed. I think he was just scrambling.
He was just trying to survive.
Yeah, survival.
And we both thought it was going to be... Whatever his name
Johnny
is.
Vitti.
Johnny Vitti.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good twist because I think we were pretty certain it was going to be him. Why wouldn't it be?
Agreed.
Handsome, bald, reliable man.
But then the jewels came back into the story, and I postulated that perhaps the jewels that he gave his mother may come around full circle in the story.
Yeah.
That remains to be seen.
I think you're right. And I think because she wants to leave the house and she's tired of being cooped up.
Yeah.
That's going to be a factor
into
into
that memory of going dancing. Yeah. Maybe she'll come out of there at the end all, spiffed up, wearing her jewels, wanting to go dancing.
Just like her brother's funeral, yeah.
And then Sophia might see them and recognize them, and that's when, there'll be that departed moment.
Yeah.
You know, when they realize who's the rat and just that kind of shit. So I'm looking forward to it. The show's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, guys. If you want to support us, first of all, make sure you stick around after the reaction to hear our discussion. It's October, so it's spooky month. Zach and I did the Evil Dead trilogy, so I'm uploading those to Patreon, so go check that out. We also have other scary movies. Let's jump in. Hey, Full Day, thanks for being here for the Patreon, episode 3, or the Penguin. Thank you, patrons, for being here for the Penguin. Zach's going to count us down.
In 3, 2, 1. What are you saying?
I was trying to think, like, which kind of big studio has, like, nice, iconic opening.
I know. I'm late. Don't kill me.
No problem. Graciela, what the hell's her name?
Hey.
No, hijo. Que Dios te bendiga.
42s, like you said.
Bien. Go, man.
Bien. I think this is before
You know,
the flood.
Manny should
I feel like it is,
Really?
but they might...
paying you extra. You know, could be real money for us.
Manny pays me well enough.
Vic is right. He's taking advantage of you, Papi.
You see? You act like wanting more is a bad thing, but don't you want a better life than this?
Victor.
Why would you say that?
Maybe it's because it's Penguin's influence on him.
We're just gonna watch it from a roof.
Is Calvin going to be there?
Bye. You don't even know him.
I know his cousin pushes drugs.
Okay, so? Calvin's not a part of Squid's crew. Okay, can't you just chill out for once and let me see my friends?
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Dad's
unnecessary.
right.
Dude, it isn't unnecessary, that last little comment.
Yep.
Now
Because that kid got shot.
chasing him too.
I think it is.
Why are you telling us this?
Because it was fucked up. I don't know.
I hate people that have dumbass stories I don't want to hear about.
What up, Victor?
I hate squid.
I didn't know we'd be here.
Can't wait to get out of this shithole.
When we appeared, kind of nice.
That's because you're looking far away, at the rich neighborhoods.
If you were out there looking back at Crown Point, you'd say, man, what a shithole.
Come on. I like it here.
Good for him getting a good-looking girl, even though he's a stutterer. And I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, like, that matters.
Yeah.
Working?
I mean, she always... Up, there you go.
It's just starting.
Oh, God.
God, they're everywhere.
Is his family? Oh, shit, I hope not.
They're right fucking there.
Yeah. You gotta feel sorry for the guy then, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Fucking-
horrible.
yeah.
Look at your family, his little sister.
Yeah. Fucking awful.
You're getting your forehead grease
Love
all
this
over my
man.
window, kid.
Your forehead grease. Your forehead grease.
Yep, that's... I definitely...
So then you and Sophia, is that like, are we kind of partners now?
Temporarily. And then once Luca figures out that she don't want to play nice, Falcones will take care of her for us.
Isn't Luca her cousin?
Uncle, all these fucks are related, you know? 60 years ago, 2 Sicilian brothers jizzed all over the toe of that boot. Now I got 3 dozen Falcones breathing down my neck. You still worked up about that Joel shit? As far as I'm concerned, it's ancient history. I mean, you fucked up. Huge. But you learn, right?
It won't happen again. Driving both of you?
Yeah. What do you think the new clothes are for? You're my guy. Can I be
New
looking like a
clothes.
schmuck?
Can you look like a schmuck?
Just occurred to me. We never discussed your salary. So, we start you on 1 a week, huh?
1,000 a week? Are you serious?
And from now on, you want something, you ask for it. How's anyone supposed to know your worth unless you tell them, huh?
I want 2,000.
That's what I'm talking about. But No.
But no.
Just tell you had a hand and kill them both. See what happens. They can fuck him. We just use a pussycat.
She is the hangman.
Don't believe everything you read in the papers. Hey, Sal.
Or is he telling that because he wants them to calm the fuck down?
Yeah.
Or don't keep that woman waiting.
Yeah.
Where's Oz?
He's getting dressed right now. Yep. Welcome.
Always loved Rick.
Tacky.
Would you, do you wanna, sit down?
I'd rather not. So
Dude.
where'd Oz find you?
I, did some, work. I, worked on one of his cars. I mean,
You're a mechanic.
yeah, kind of, yes. I sort of,
Very good, sir. Very good.
think this thing's broken, actually.
You know, Oz used to be my driver. Did he tell you that?
Yeah, she is. What I miss?
I like your place.
Thank you.
Let's go. Just us. Sorry, Victor. It's gonna be a long night.
Thought it was just picking up a shipment or something.
It's something like that. You're driving. Just like old times.
Sure, that's.
Stay put. You do anything stupid, I'll sense it.
I used to start saying that to my kids.
Victor,
Hi.
where have you been?
Now that'd be I'd clean this place up.
Yeah.
Kid, you can do it all. My driver, my maid.
Always a gentleman.
You wanna tell me what's going on here?
As promised. Perfect clarity. Untraceable.
Looks good, Miss Falcone.
Tell your men to be careful.
This shit came from Arkham. I thought this was all Al's plan.
I know you did.
So I don't know if she started working this while she was on the inside.
Welcome, brother.
What the fuck you cooking in here?
The good shit's blue, like in the television show.
Yeah.
Psychedelics, huh?
Mushrooms?
Don't. They're extremely fragile.
Any change in the moisture or temperature could wipe out the entire colony.
Oh yeah, the whole colony, huh? I know you've been gone a while. You can buy shrooms in any dorm room who got them.
Just said not to touch anything.
It's not the mushrooms that we're using.
They're the basidiospores.
Oh, my Spores Act.
It's a completely different high.
So it's a party drug.
Sure. I suppose.
And you took this shit? In Arkham?
We have a small test batch ready, and after tonight, we're going to have a hell of a lot more. You seem to know everybody's business in town. So now's your time to shine, Oz. Find me a distributor, and we'll paint the town red.
Oh man, he invited her there.
Damn.
Hi.
I'm sorry that I didn't call you.
I'm just glad you're
sooner.
safe.
God, putting this girl at risk.
Yeah.
Calvin's not with you, is he?
Calvin's dead, honey. Calvin's dead.
Yeah, this place is bougie. It is. And you are too now.
I'm bougie.
I'm leaving, Victor.
Oh.
Fucking shit.
I'm going to California.
Why?
Because our school's underwater and I don't want to live in a FEMA camp anymore.
If he was providing camps here, I guess.
Yeah, not doing it here.
Your life
Just in
is
fiction.
here.
Our families are dead.
I partly understand that.
When?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, God. Come with me.
You hungry?
You've got a good thing going here. I'm really happy for you.
Maybe not.
You could come with me. We could start over.
Really? I'm not sure
What else you got here?
I'm not sure that he'd let me go.
Who, your boss?
Don't tell her.
He's like a gangster.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like, he kind of likes having me around. He's kind of lonely.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I don't know.
Fucking tell her this.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing good can come from working for a guy like that. That is not who you are.
You sound like my dad.
Somebody's getting somebody killed here.
Yeah.
He's on his way back, so you gotta go.
What?
Yeah. Here.
Whoa, that...
No, listen. Stay somewhere nice. And get me a ticket.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna meet you at Gotham Station.
God damn it, dude.
You're gonna tell your boss, or...?
I'm gonna figure
Let's go with Chuck and Sarah. And Chuck.
I just don't see this panning out.
I know.
I wonder if he'll find something in there and know that she was there. Fucking fat guy.
It'll be me.
We all gotta lay low until shit dies down.
That's your grand plan. Our men are being gunned down by the Maronis in broad daylight, but you're throwing a fucking sleepover.
This business ain't your business. I mean, take a fucking hint. Luca, he's the head of the family now. Look, honey, I know you're not right in the head. I mean, that's pretty damn clear. But I'm not scared of you. All I see is a spoiled bride who got what she deserved.
I appreciate this. I just need some time to get a few
2
things.
days. Then you go to Italy. Or I tell people that's where you went.
He might, I mean, the uncle might not like him saying this shit to her.
Chinatown, huh?
They have a Chinatown there, huh?
You're aware that my father pushed the triads out of the drug game?
Yeah, I was there, Dal. But we need someone who ain't gonna rat us out.
What's all this?
A little hospitality gift. My pal Link Tai, try a deputy, he runs the clubs.
Why are we wasting our time with the deputy? Things out.
Well, we don't got a relationship with Feng's. How do we? You got me, I got Link. Kid, keep your eye in the bag. I didn't know you were carrying.
Well, I figured you were, so
Oh, this is unreal.
maybe next time call ahead.
Well, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness.
I told you not to show your face yet till you have my money, Oz.
Link, brought you some top shelf from the 44. My best shit.
You think I give a fuck? I sent you a whole truck of cigarettes.
I mean, come on, Link. We both know that if I ever truly left you hanging, there'll be a bullet between my eyes. I got a real opportunity for you here.
They look a little Southeast Asian.
Sophia Falcone. We've never met, but I know who you are.
Good for you. Here's why we're here.
We're calling it Bliss.
Wasn't discussed beforehand, was it?
There's this girl,
Is he gonna fuck this up?
and you know I'm not a rat, right? You know I'd never. If I ever saw anything,
Zip the fucking bag up, maybe. Zip it up.
Sometimes they might see that commotion.
Yeah.
Step out of the car, son.
Why?
Whoa. What did I do?
You nervous?
No, I just stutter. I could just
Turn around. Hands on the hood. Is this your car?
My boss's car.
It's a lot of money for a kid your age to be carrying around.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any money.
Oh,
It's not. As soon as your boss is back, get out of here.
he played the game the right way.
No fucking way.
We ain't going at it alone. You know, we got support from within the family.
Who?
Who?
Yeah, who?
Johnny Petey.
That's bullshit.
Fuck your bullshit.
Luca Falcone's underboss is backing you.
He's backing me. Johnny is my mother's cousin.
Ah,
He and I are very close.
so he is.
Because that was gonna be proof.
Yeah, what does he want? Like a letter of recommendation or something?
A phone call would suffice. From Johnny Petey. Directly. Or you full of shit as usual, Oz.
Nah, my word's good. And when it all goes off without a hitch, we'll get you a fair price.
That's right.
I always knew it was a matter of time before you made a move, Oz. Didn't think it would come like this. I'll get you a sit down with the Dilo. After that, it's out of my hands.
Hell, they can fake this shit with AI now. I know this shit won't do that, but still.
What aren't you telling me about Johnny Beatty?
Look at you, you're having fun, I can tell.
Oz, I don't...
All right,
Oz,
listen.
This is no thing. It's called AI.
I don't know how to work it, but
it's a game changer.
Victor told me how to work it. Bada bing, bada boom.
He just took it. He took the whole fucking G. Motherfucker. Well, welcome to life.
Have we made any decisions?
Yeah, I'll take the Caco van. Do that again, Vic.
Right, I'll do the steak of, the steak.
Steak fried.
Hey, don't do that.
Oh man, this is rough.
Frites. Steak frites, steaks.
You just feel bad for him. He's a stuttering orphan, you know?
I know.
Sir, he's trying to save his debt.
You don't gotta do that.
Yeah, I know. You should do it. Fuck what they think. Let them wait. You know, take up space. You got fight in you, Vic.
The murderous rage in you, and I like it.
What your parents do?
My dad, he was a mechanic.
Oh, okay.
But in his heart, my man was a chef.
Chef?
Yeah, loved to cook.
Is that right?
Yeah. Mexican and Dominican stuff.
Yeah.
Like carnitas and sancocho, things like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I don't think he ever got to eat in a lot of nice restaurants.
That ain't right. That ain't fucking right. The world ain't set up for the honest man to succeed. Mechanic's a good job. That should be the American dream right there. But that ain't the way the world works, Vic. America's a hustle. What's his name?
Juan Ramon Aguilar.
The one, Ramon Aguilar. Your dad'd be proud of you, Vic.
I don't know about that, but...
Under present circumstances.
Yeah. I like Oz taking him under his wing and guiding him, even though it's a fucked up moral compass. You know what I mean?
I guess Luca's wife.
Oz, what are you doing here?
I need a favor.
We don't hear the plan.
Know about you and Johnny V.
Yeah. Johnny V's an idiot for doing that.
Yeah, he is.
Congratulations on the nuptials.
fuck. Get out.
How's the fucking going, Johnny?
One word about this. The little guy, swear.
And what, Johnny? What are you gonna do? Your ghost will haunt me.
What, are you two working together now?
Oz is working for me.
Are you fucking serious? You're going against Luca to back a psychopath.
You're gonna back her too, Beatty. You are gonna get things out on the line. You're gonna tell him that you sat down with me and Sophia. Sound good?
Are you fucking nut? You want me to lie to the head of the triads?
Nah, it doesn't have to be a lie. I mean, depending on which way you want to play it. I mean, we could all get rid of Luca together, right? You get to fuck Tina's brains out on a beach with white sand somewhere.
Sounds pretty good.
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up, Johnny.
You know, after you got locked up, Carmine let him run the 44. But he never respected him. I bet you don't respect him either, do you? Look, you're fun at a card game or over drinks, I'll give you that. But people don't keep you around because they think you're smart. People keep the penguin around as entertainment.
Don't shoot him.
Because everybody knows. Joe,
This fucking funny to you? Huh?
Jeez.
Make the fucking call.
You know what? Yeah. Why not just go to him with the pictures that you had? Why do you have to catch him in a moment?
I had to give him a call. Just do it over the phone.
Hey, kid. Remember, right? That one where you got. Hey. Kid, I wouldn't ask you to do this if I didn't know you could handle it. I believe in you, kid.
Inspiring speech.
Thank you.
Was it worth it?
What's that?
What you did to me. Was it worth it? Did you get everything that you wanted? Because it seems like you want more.
Talking here. Jesus. It's been 10 fucking years.
I know how long it's been, and I am not some ignorant kid that you can play with anymore. Zhao is here to see me. Not my former driver. Remember that.
He has to keep his cool until he can.
Yeah. Hey.
Translates into dollars, Mr. Zhao.
Guy who played Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
There's certainly a lot of potential to your plan, Miss Falcone. Falcones have a history with the Triads. I'm sure you're aware.
When my father pushed you out, he relegated you to Chinatown.
When he died, I opened a bottle of champagne.
And as soon as I had the chance, I danced on his grave. We have more in common than you might think. My time in Arkham gives you pause. But I'm not the only one with a past. I've done some digging on you, Mr. Zhao. Before your father was driven out of Taiwan by the CCP, he was a psychologist, isn't that right?
It is. Everything humans do is rooted in psychological need.
Then I would ask you to examine this opportunity more closely. A madman flooded our streets. People lost their homes, their families.
Take a break.
Nope, don't take a break. Don't fuck this up, just...
I think the idea might be that he takes a break.
Really?
The pretty girl.
Yeah. PTSD. God damn it, dude! No, Zach!
You're stepping all over it.
I feel bad for him, but...
Fuck!
I get the trauma, but it's just at the worst time to... for this uncontrollable thing to happen, you know? No, that's terrible to think about.
And nothing delivers a better escape than bliss.
I love that guy and everything I see him in.
Oh, yeah?
He's cool. Honestly, dude, you don't have to go today, you know? Like,
You can always follow up later.
yeah.
When the opportunity's there.
Especially if you're sending this girl money, too, you know? Just say, hey, can't do it now. I'll be sending you money, though. Tell me where you're going. You know what I'm saying?
The Triads are here, goddamn it, was sweet.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It was sweet!
Give it to me.
Oz, it's
Now, goddamn it. And you want to bail for what? A piece of ass?
Oz, it's not her. Right? It's not her.
Jesus, kid!
It's everything, all right? It's everything. I do everything that you asked me to do. I don't know if I should.
Well, you're too good for this life. Huh? That it? That's funny coming from you. You want to go? Fucking go.
I can't leave.
The what? You're my fucking prisoner? That it?
Hey.
This what it feels like?
No.
Being with me. What did you have
Oz.
before I found you, huh, kid? I gave you clothes, money, a place to crash. You got all the opportunity in the world right fucking here. For Christ's sake. This is all you feel.
Aw.
You could have left whenever you wanted.
Oz, I don't...
Well, let me help. You stayed. Because you want something better.
My dad would be ashamed of me.
You want to know what's shameful, Vic? Working your whole goddamn life. Having nothing to show for it. You still think there's good and bad? There ain't. There's just this. Survival. Security, pleasure.
Fuck you.
Fuck me! Fuck the goddamn world! They don't give a shit about you!
I think he's betting he'll come back.
He probably will, too. I don't see him walking out of the show this early.
Yeah. Don't do something stupid here. So now I feel like you can't come back from this.
You stole my fucking car!
He pulls up in the Volvo. The fuck you doing, huh? and I think Vic was right like I think Penguin's a little lonely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't go today, right? And
I
honestly,
get them. They're trying to pose the moral question here.
yeah. He's not gonna be on there, is he? This is such a cool show, dude. And he is. Colin Farrell is just absolutely fantastic. I really don't believe it's him.
I know.
I don't even think about him.
Jesus Christ, fine. I fucked you over. That what you want to hear?
Tell me that's not your attempt at an apology.
I didn't know what Carmine would do. I knew something, but fucking Arkham, his own flesh and blood. I thought I was looking out for you.
Bullshit. You ratted me out.
I ain't no rat.
And I'm not the hangman. You see the way people look at me, right? For what? So you could what? Become a capo? You're not even a made man.
I still made out like a goddamn bandit. And you know what? It was worth it. You asked. That's my fucking answer. I got the club, the drops operation to run my own thing. Guy like me. Getting all that? That don't mean nothing to you maybe, but it does to me. I don't regret what I got. But I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry for everything that's happened to you.
I do think he's being honest here. But he would
I
still...
think there's some dishonesty in the honesty, though. I think it's always like...
He's doing it to...
It's always cut with some dishonesty.
Yeah.
I don't know how to trust you.
How about I keep showing you how?
Don't move! Don't fucking move!
Victor. He's gonna come help. Oh, maybe not.
Oz, we've been watching you, motherfucker.
Jesus.
That doesn't look good. This fine. Think he's gonna run him over? Look. Ouch.
Gotta fucking go now!
What about Sophia?
Fuck! Leave her!
Oh, damn.
Leave her?
God, this show moves at a breakneck pace.
I knew you'd come back. I fucking knew it! Some fucking fool! We're in it now!
Jeez. Fuck!
Well, I think what's going to happen is that her being left behind, that Sophia's going to talk to Nadia, and she's going to, Nadia's going to fucking spill the beans. Let her know what game they've been playing.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, unless she thinks she's being smart and withholds information until she finds out from Oz what's going on. Maybe holds Sophia captive.
Yeah, I mean, there's a natural conclusion to leaving her behind, and it narrows it down to really, I think she finds out, or...
Well, it's the whole talk they had of, let me show you how to trust me.
Yeah.
And this happens, and he fucking leaves her behind.
I did not expect it. I think that's why I said it's moving at a breakneck pace, because you figured this happened 2 episodes from now.
Yeah.
But it happened right after that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, what a great episode, first of all. I mean, it might have been my favorite in some ways. Just I think the emotional stuff with Victor and his family and his dilemma.
I think it's my second favorite.
And
the first is still my favorite.
Yeah.
This is my second. The last episode was good, but I don't think it had kind of the emotional impact that this one had with Victor and his family.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give Sophia's story a black eye.
Oh, no, for sure. Because I actually love the whole not cat and mouse, but the whole thing at the end of last episode, like the thing at the end, like that was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But the emotional thing for me took it to the top, and I'm not just talking about Victor, like the way Oz obviously feels about him.
Remind me again, the guy that played Shredder. What's his name? John Sakai? No, it's fucking...
Well, so that guy plays Shredder in the second movie.
Okay.
The guy on Instagram that liked my comment, he played him from the first movie.
Yeah, but that's John Sakai.
Yeah. This guy, I can't remember his name, but this guy is a more famous actor.
Yeah, I've seen him in other shit.
Yeah, he's been in many other things, and I love him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, regardless, Shrooms, Arkham.
Yeah.
Bliss.
I mean, it makes sense storyline-wise. She was in there, found out about this, got the idea.
If this is going to tie into Scarecrow.
Ooh, that's... I know... I didn't hear about that rumor, but I know you heard a rumor that he might be the villain in the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
I haven't seen him. I mean, I like Cillian Murphy.
Yeah,
I think he did
fantastic.
a good job, but I feel like Scarecrow could be better. You know what I mean? In terms of... Because he was still kind of a sub-boss.
Oh, yeah. But...
To the story, you know what I mean? He wasn't the main villain. He wasn't one that received kind of any kind of big ending.
Yeah.
So he was used by
I also kind of like how
Shaw.
they just kept him around for 3 movies, too.
Well, that was great. It was
Yeah.
great that he was sticking around.
Yeah.
But he was just used by Ra's al Ghul.
Mhm.
So it'd be kind of cool to see him in some way, because being used through the underbelly in the
Mhm.
crime world and drug distribution, it makes sense.
Yeah.
To see him take that turn.
Yeah.
So it'd be really cool, I think, in this kind of the dark, gritty, slimy Gotham that we're getting from this series.
Yeah.
And both this and the Batman movie.
It's basically San Francisco.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
And you
No,
know,
it makes sense. I didn't think about that, but they're incorporating drugs or you
well,
know.
because this is just the way they described what this derived from shrooms.
Yeah.
What this does to you. So I feel like it's just a build up.
Mhm.
Be kinda
Like
cool
he
because
synthesizes it into something else.
yeah, and like why they give them to him in Arkham. Okay,
Yeah.
well, where are the people in Arkham getting them?
Yeah,
and
from-
Scarecrow was a psychologist,
Mhm.
so maybe he is the one that came up with the idea for the drug,
Yeah.
its use. So, what do you think about Graciela?
No, I
And
mean-
the choice that he had.
I mean, I'd want to be with the girl because that's just how I am. But I mean, I think in the real world we know that there was a version. There's an alternative choice. It's like, hey, I gotta try to get out of this. Either you don't have to leave now, or you can leave now and I can join you later.
You can make the reverse of Spider-Man, where you can have both.
Yeah, maybe.
He had the shit life, the gangster life,
Yeah.
and he has a fucking girl.
Yeah.
So he's a double life. I mean, men do it all the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think, but she represents him leaving the life. I mean, she represents him leaving the life, making his father proud.
Mhm.
And maybe he feels like he can't do both, which I get morally why that makes sense.
Yeah, his dad didn't want him hanging out with
Yeah.
Calvin because
Fucking-
Calvin was related to Squid.
Goddamn Squid.
And Squid's crew and drugs and things like that. He didn't want him around that shit.
Yeah.
And now he's chosen a life different from his father's expectations and
Yeah.
desires.
But everything Penguin is talking about, this life.
America's a hustle.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think he's wrong.
I don't think he's wrong. I wish we lived in a version of America, and I think America used to be this way.
For some time, but yeah.
For sure. Like you work hard, you pay your bills, you know what I mean, the American dream. But now people can't even buy groceries. They can't pay for fuel. It's worse than ever.
Yeah, I think really, in reality, I know people in my life that have made good decisions, came from good homes. They weren't necessarily dealt all the cards,
Yeah.
with buku money and shit like that, but they were taught to be smart with their money. They were taught to make good investments, make good credit decisions,
Yeah.
and were able to come out with a decent life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they aren't like kings.
Yeah, for sure. Like me too. Like I went to St. Mary's Catholic School. Everyone there turned out very wealthy.
Yeah.
Or they married someone wealthy, and it's because they had a good upbringing. And St. Mary's, it was a very good education.
So I don't think that's all gone from American culture, but I think by and large, I know a lot more people.
Yeah.
That, at least in my own age bracket.
Yeah, people used to have a factory job and they could support a whole family. Now,
Yeah.
you can't.
No,
for
you
sure.
can't.
Yeah,
So that's the issue. People struggle. They want to be able to keep their wives at home to be mothers,
Yeah.
to raise their children instead of having daycares raise their children for you.
Yeah, and then you got to work to pay the daycare.
And you work to pay a daycare, so why'd you even have kids?
Yeah, and then you
So you can
and you
enjoy them
also
on the weekends.
work to pay off a car for your job. You know what I mean? It just
Well, you're tied to it. You
Yeah.
go to work to pay for the things you feel like you enjoy and the little amount of time you get to enjoy them.
Yeah.
Just to sleep and eat, so you can turn around and do it all over again. It's a cycle. It's a grinder. It's a meat grinder.
Yeah.
And I feel like this country could be better. And I don't mean it in the communist way.
Yeah.
So I feel like in the good old fashioned American capitalist way.
No, for sure.
The real capitalism
Without-
and not crony capitalism.
Well, I mean,
So
the
just so
corporations right now controlling everything.
Yeah.
Obviously,
you
all the
buy up all the options.
all the pharmacy companies and they created the original food pyramid. What are they called?
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, like our country.
It's a racket.
Yeah, you look at our country and you look at our McDonald's. I mean, it's been all over the news lately. I've known about it for some time, but McDonald's used to be made with salt, beef tallow, and potatoes. Now, our country, and only our country, is made with like 12 different ingredients. You go anywhere, Europe, Japan, China, Russia, it has like 3 or 4 ingredients. Only our country.
Yeah.
And McDonald's started our country. And they're giving us the shitty stuff.
Well, it's because they're pumping us full. We're literally the American citizen is literally a cash cow now, being squeezed for everything we earn.
Yeah.
So the government can be fattened up and providing for other people
in other countries.
In other countries.
Yeah.
And its own interests.
Yeah. And when I think about all that, I'm not sure if that's what the Penguin's thinking. But when I
Well, he's talking about, you're the honest guy, the honest job, and he can't get you a break. He can't get his family out of the hole.
yeah. And he's like, fuck that. Fuck the world.
Yeah.
And I love his kind of affection for
Victor.
Victor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just, yeah. And,
Sorry,
and the heart.
talking. I should have interrupted.
That's okay. let him finish. And I love it. Like, a part of me agrees with how Penguin wants Victor to take up space and live his life. I don't agree, obviously, with killing and stealing and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But there's subtle, nuanced things that could be taken from him because he started out at the bottom too.
Assertiveness.
Yeah, assertiveness,
confidence.
and when an opportunity comes, you seize it.
Yeah.
Don't let it, because it might not come again.
Exactly.
He didn't have his license, and it didn't stop him from seizing the moment.
Yeah.
And I admire the hell out of that, honestly. I don't think I could do something like that. Like, I'd be too afraid of getting into trouble.
Yeah. Word bougie. I'd never heard that word until maybe a few years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I heard it from a girl I dated a while ago. And
Yeah.
it's,
I never fucking heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it from a 20-something-year-old guy at work.
yeah.
To us, it's a kid, but he said, that's bougie, man. I'm like, what? Did you? And like, we all just stop and look at him. Like, what did you say?
Well, it's funny. Is like, I know the people from Gothenburg and Sweden, they call the people from Stockholm.
Sweden? Yeah.
Yeah, like they hate those people.
Yeah.
And those Stockholm people hate them.
Yeah.
And they go, they're all bougie, they're all this or that, and it's just funny.
It's just an interesting term. I just never heard it before. It's like, I understand it's a word in the language. It's been used before. Just slang now.
It's just not in my vernacular, really.
Yeah, not either. We have
Forehead
Bliss.
grease, by the way, forehead grease.
Yeah, the forehead grease.
So,
yeah, that's something.
I'm a Filipino. It's a joke with me and my friends that we're greasy, but it's not a stereotype. I mean, I'm a greasy guy. As I've gotten older, I'm less greasy.
Yeah.
But I used
You
to
dried out a little bit.
I did. I used to joke around and like wipe my grease on my friends' mirrors in their bathroom.
Yeah.
They'd say, God damn it, and they would they'd call me up, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I remember out at the high school at Marietta, there's a big long trophy case, and I was I went like, and I was running, wiping my grease there, and then there was like a wooden frame because it's like in sections. And I hit my nose on the frame, and I fucking was bleeding. I was like, ah! And my Cody Gray yells, "That's what you get! That's what you get!" He was yelling at me. And then we went there like a year later after we graduated. It was still there, the grease. They didn't wipe it off.
Janitors.
Yeah, it was probably like really caustic or something.
No, they just watched the video of you breaking your nose.
Yeah.
On the camera.
I was bleeding. Yeah.
We'll leave it there as a memento.
Yeah.
What you did to me. So, Sophia.
Yeah.
Discussing. She also claimed in this episode not to have been the hangman.
Yeah. Which was always my thing, but it seemed like she definitely, even if she wasn't a hangman, it seemed like maybe she did do something.
She had to have done something.
Yeah.
For Carmine to send her to Arkham. So I wonder what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. His own flesh and blood. I mean, and yeah, what I loved about it was Oz. I think he felt bad, but he still was telling the truth. He said, I don't regret doing it because now I have this life.
Well, I think there's a little bit of that honesty wanting to come out of him. He's living a life that requires him, demands that he's a liar.
Yeah.
And obviously he got to where he is in that life because he's a liar.
And he told the truth to her about that situation so he can continue to lie, to live this lie with her now.
He gave enough of the truth. He let a little bit of himself out.
Yeah.
He gave her some vulnerability.
Yeah. I wonder how hard it is to kind of cry in that suit. Because, I don't know.
It burns all the time.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable. I always want to cry.
Yeah. But because the acting came through despite the prosthetics that are all over him.
Yeah.
And it's not just a fat suit. He was really acting, and you can tell.
Mm-hmm. A lot in his eyes.
Yeah, it was great.
A lot in his eyes and a lot in his lips.
Yeah.
Also, we had Victor and the PTSD.
Yeah, I mean, I completely get it. I mean, have you ever seen Reign Over Me with Adam Sandler and Don Cheadle? Mm-hmm. Well, so I had to watch it. I had to for a psychology class in college. I had to pick a movie basically represented one of these different illnesses. And it was PTSD I chose. I mean, a lot of people thought it's Adam Sandler's was his best performance he's ever done at that time. I never saw, it's called Uncut Gems, some recent movie he did that people thought was great. But his family was on the plane that crashed into one of the Twin Towers. Mm-hmm. And he had this horrible argument with his wife and his kids before they left. And it was about his old college buddy, Don Cheadle, connecting with him and trying to elevate him from his madness.
Yeah.
And they would bond over playing Shadow the Colossus.
Really?
Yeah, and it featured a lot of that gameplay in that movie too. Like, it was extremely fucking sad, but I just couldn't.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine just losing my fucking, my family. I mean, it wasn't his children, but it was still his whole world at that time. You know, I mean, you don't know how your world changes when you have children, but when you're mom, dad, and sister, when you're still young, not like 30, get killed like tragically, in that way. I don't know how you ever get over that.
I don't think you do. I think there's obviously, like anything in life, I can only assume that someone would learn to cope with reality if you didn't commit suicide.
Yeah.
So,
I wasn't mad at him for having the PTSD attack.
No,
I just felt bad for him.
I wonder now, because Roxy's always that girl.
Yeah.
That's approaching him and like, hey, you gotta keep it together, man.
Yeah.
Like, doing that kind of shit, and she was like kind of giving him the eyes a little bit in the apartment, like inquisitively.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she's gonna be kind of his hookup now that Graciella's going out of the picture, or if he's actually gonna stay true.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because this show has subverted me a few times. I mean, in the end, I like to think, and I really think he'll do the right thing. I don't know if he'll live, but I think he'll do the right thing. I think he'll choose good.
I don't know. I feel like he might live because then we see him in the next movie or something like that, with hanging out with the penguin.
Yeah.
Running the penguins, making runs for the penguin.
Yeah.
I was wrong about Sophia being the hangman, so because of the way the story's being presented, so I could be wrong about that too.
Or maybe she's lying.
She could be, but at the same time, I feel like in that conversation there, I'm not sure that
she would lie.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it would have been. But
Johnny Vitti, he's still talking shit. He's laying in bed.
He's a little asshole.
But he's also, at the same time, trying to turn them against each other, too.
Yeah, he's trying to survive.
Yeah, so, I mean, and I know the CIA, that's what they train you to do. Like, you deny, you make counter accusations, you try to turn them against each other, so.
Do whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes. So just don't bang your boss's wife.
Yeah, no, it seems like
in a mob.
Especially in the gangster life.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a way to die a terrible death.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's what I want to avoid, a terrible death.
A terrible death?
Yeah.
You don't like Yabashige?
I mean, he went out the way. I mean,
he wanted a terrible death.
He wanted an epic death.
Well, he did, but I feel like some of the ideas he was throwing at his boss at the
Toranaga.
end, Toranaga, weren't they necessarily epic deaths?
No,
torn apart by a school of vicious fish.
I didn't think so.
Things like that. I mean, I think they just make memorable deaths, maybe.
Yeah, but, I mean, ultimately, I think he died a cool way, even for him. Not
he
just
ended well.
Just not just for the story, but for him.
No, he ended well.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Join us next week. Check out all the other things that we're doing right here.